The comedian and actor Alex Hooper is one of those people you can never forget after seeing him on stage. He rose to stardom by appearing in America's Got Talent in its 13th and 15th seasons, where he roasted the show's judges while leaving the audience open-mouthed. However, not all aspects of Alex's career are funny, as you'll find out. Though Alex's path in the show was short-lived, he used the opportunity to take his comedy performances to another level, conquering audiences around the US and the world by appearing in live shows and several TV series, as well as other projects. Better to have a number of strings on your bow, don't you think? Nevertheless, behind the image of a comedian, there's a hard-working man who's gone through many life challenges, including a recent cancer diagnosis. Clearly not amusing. So what's Alex doing now? How is he doing these days, and what are his next projects? Is he planning a return to America's Got Talent? Keep watching to find out. It's been a while since we last saw Alex Hooper in America's Got Talent. His 15th season appearances were by far his most memorable, not only because he got the farthest in the competition, but also because it's rare for contestants to be called to join the show again, especially one who didn't go too far into it the first time. While that proves that Alex's appearances in the show were memorable, if not to the judges and the audience, he used his attained TV fame, such as it was, to explore exciting career possibilities. For a start, his social media saw a big growth over the years, and so did his acting credits, with him voicing several characters in animated series, as well as appearing in such shows as National Day Riff. On top of that, Alex also started CRAVE, an immersive comedy and music experience which is described on his website as the weirdest and wildest stand-up comedy show in Los Angeles. Maybe he didn't have a lot to beat. While Alex's career has been growing for the better, he faced a big personal challenge when he was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma in mid-2022. Just a couple of months after tying the knot with his then longtime girlfriend, Lauren Tossi. Fortunately, he recovered well from cancer, but there's no doubt that the situation was hard to deal with, even given his demonstrated sense of humor. Luckily for all of us, Alex keeps his Instagram account and website up to date with the latest about his career and life. Alex Hooper was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in August 2022, just a couple of months after noticing that his lymph nodes were growing unusually. As Alex opened up in a YouTube video, he initially went through a tough period of testing what in his nodes was about, before finally being diagnosed by the end of August. Up to that point, it was still unclear what stage his cancer was at, but he finally got the news some weeks later that it was stage 3. As he revealed during one of his comedy sketches for Comedy Central, Alex's doctors suspected that his disease was between stages 4 and 3, with the former being the worst. While it was still grim news to be told that he had cancer, stage 3 considerably increased Alex's chances of recovery. Besides a huge wave of support from fans, and even from America's Got Talent's Simon Cowell following his diagnosis announcement, a funding campaign set up by Alex's brother-in-law collected over $40,000 to help the comedian deal with the side financial costs which his diagnosis entailed, such as not being able to perform outside of California for the duration of his chemotherapy. There's no doubt that this was a tough period for Alex to deal with, including the complex treatment which followed. Nonetheless, he found refuge in his art throughout that difficult process. As the Los Angeles Times reported in November 2022, Alex turned cancer into a punchline as he made his difficult health situation a common topic of his comedy routines. The reason for this was explained by Alex to the Journal, admitting that seeing the audience erupt into laughter after hearing him making a chemotherapy joke made him feel that the cancer cells inside his body were disintegrating. While it would be unlikely for most people to turn such a worrisome situation into a joke, that's not the case at all for Alex. As he revealed in the video in which he announced his diagnosis, Alex had a hard time holding up from revealing the news of his cancer, not only to close family and friends, but also to those attending his shows. faking all along that everything was all right with him, when in reality it certainly was not. Luckily, Alex came through his treatment successfully, officially becoming cancer-free in April 2023. The next time he went on stage to make jokes about chemotherapy, these were accompanied by a joyful note about his recovery. It's not easy to make it to America's Got Talent. But not only did Alex Hooper do that to the grand TV stage, but left such a good impression that it was hard for people to forget about him. The first time we saw Alex on the show's stage was in the 13th season. He was wearing a red fur leotard combined with blue latex tights. The eccentricity of Alex's outfit fitted well with his hairstyle and the roasting content he delivered on the show's stage, regardless of it not being well taken by everybody there. In the end, Alex didn't make it any further into the competition, but walked home with the satisfaction of having gained Simon Cowell's approval, while the rest of the judges were apparently too appalled to say yes. 2 seasons later, Alex was back in America's Got Talent, and this time for the better. He apologized for his previous roast of the judges, but didn't hold back from doing it again, getting to the quarterfinals before again being eliminated. While his 2 chances at America's Got Talent didn't take Alex very far into the show, the positive side of it all was to gain more recognition as a comedian in his everyday life, despite having a normal job as a ticket seller at the time. That popularity has only grown over time, as his followers came to know Alex Hooper not only for his jokes, but also for his resilience and creativity. Long may he continue to make audiences laugh. Now, friends, think carefully. How would you react to being roasted in public to an audience of strangers? Then, could you incorporate your situation jokingly into your everyday life? Do comment realistically below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling updates about those entertainers, real or imagined, whom you love or love to hate. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.